What's up everyone, my name is Alex Kouras and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be giving myself a beginner self haircut and showing you guys how to cut your own hair with a clipper that does not have a lever. So most people watching don't necessarily have a clipper that comes with a lever. So whether you have some type of beard trimmer or some type of clipper just like this one that does not have a lever, in today's video I'm going to be showing you how you can give yourself a really high quality haircut without using a lever to really make the blend super smooth. So for this particular haircut, I'm going to be using these wall clippers that I got off Amazon for I believe around $30. And for this haircut, you need the number 3 guard, the number 2 guard, the number 1.5 guard, and the number 1 guard and the 1.5 guard. And if any of you guys are wondering, you can get these types of guards for about $1 or $2 on different types of hair cutting websites online. So you figure about $10 or so for the guards and then $30 for the clipper brings you in about $40. So with that being said, let's get started with this beginner self haircut. So really quick, I just want to apologize to you guys in advance if you see some dandruff throughout this video. For some reason, I've had some really dry scalp over the past couple of weeks and I've been trying to figure out what the reason is and how to solve it. So I apologize in advance if you guys see some dandruff throughout this video. And so to get started, I'm going to be throwing on the number 3 guard onto the clipper and starting from the top part and then working my way down. And the reason I want to work backwards is because the first thing I want to do is make sure that I'm not going higher than where I actually want to go. So because my hair is roughly right around the 3 guard right in here, this is exactly where I want to stop cutting my hair. So I figured a 3 guard would be a good starting point for the haircut and then just work my way down as I progress with the guards. So as a beginner, it's definitely easier to start in reverse than to start with the lowest guard first, working your way up. It's always easier to start working your way from the top and then working your way down. Alright, so here is where I just went up to with the number 3 guard. And then now I'm going to throw in the number 2 guard. And then I'm going to go in about ½ an inch just below where I went with the number 3 guard, all the way around my head.
Instinct.
Alright you guys, so now that I've done the number 3 guard and the number 2 guard and I've pretty much singled out the part of my head that I don't want to go over, now I'm going to go in and take off all of the guards and pretty much just use the clipper and go ahead and set in a bottom guideline. So really the key is just to recognize the different parts where you just went over with the 2 and the 3, and then because you still have the ½ guard, the 1 guard, and the 1.5 guard to go, aside from this guideline, you want to make sure you leave yourself at least ½ an inch for each guard. So again, now that we have the upper portion distinguished and we're not going to go above this part right here, now we can start from the bottom and then slowly work our way up, making sure that each guideline is roughly about ½ an inch.
Do not go gentle into that night.
Alright everyone, so I put in the number 3 guard, the number 2 guard, and now the no guard all the way around my head. So now I'm going to go ahead and throw on the ½ guard and just go up about ½ an inch from this guideline all the way around my head. So now I just finished with the ½ guard, going all the way around my head, going up that ½ an inch. And so now I'm going to be throwing on the number 1 guard and pretty much doing the exact same thing, going up another 1/2 inch. So now you guys can start to see that the fade is starting to come together, and I don't really have to do too much detail work and blending to make the fade look nice. So just like the previous steps, I'm going to be throwing on the number 1.5 guard and then going up about 1/2 inch from this line all the way around my head. But the thing is, with this guard, because I already did the number 2 guard and the number 3 guard, and I set my boundary right up here, I'm going to be going in really slowly and taking my time with a flick out motion to try to blend in the hard line at the same time as removing the bulk. And don't worry, if you need to go back and do some detail work with the number 2 guard or the number 3 guard later, that's perfectly fine. We'll do that at the end of the haircut.
Instinct.
So now that I've pretty much gone through all 5 of these guards, I'm going to throw on the number 2 guard again because I see a slight hard line right in here. So throw on the number 2 guard and then flick out this hard line, going as slow as possible all the way around your head.
Do not go gentle into that good night.
So I just finished blending in the top portion by my part line with the number 2 guard and the number 3 guard. It's not going to be the most perfect blend because there is some difference between each guard and each length, and that's kind of the reason why we flick out or we use the corners. So it's not going to be 100% perfect, but if this is all you have, again, as a beginner, this is going to be the best way to do it. And so now I'm pretty much going to go from each individual guideline because I do still see some hard lines. So for this guideline right here, I'm going to make sure that there is no guard, and I'm just going to use my corners and flick out this hard line all the way around my head. And then I'm going to throw in the 1/2 guard and the 1 guard to knock out the next guidelines right in here.
Instinct.
So if you can pull this type of haircut off with no clipper, I'm telling you guys, you can do almost anything. Because the second you throw on a lever onto the clipper, your detail work and the blend is going to be so much better. So then real quick, let me show you the before and then let me show you the after 360.
Instinct.
Alright everyone, so if you're a beginner, don't feel shy to go in and grab your clippers. If you don't have one with the lever already, definitely go out and buy one. You can probably find one on Amazon for like $30 to $40. But if you're stuck with something like this and it doesn't have a lever, go ahead and purchase the guards that I showed in today's video for only a few dollars each. And then when you go in to cut your own hair, give yourself at least 1 to 2 hours and take your time with each guideline. And remember, it's always important to start from the top and then working your way down, especially if you're a beginner, because the last thing you want to do is go up too high into the length on top, which is the area where you most likely didn't want to cut. So if you guys found value in today's video, make sure you leave a like and share this video with a friend. And if you're new to my channel, make sure you guys click on that subscribe button down below and click on the post notifications as well to never miss a new weekly video. And if you guys want to learn in a lot more detail how to cut your own hair and save your time and money by not going to the barbershop, check out my self-haircut course using the first link at the top of the description. Otherwise, I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you all next time. Peace!